inside. Bradshaw, Stabler back. Here comes the left. He sidesteps. Can he throw? He can't. The ball flipped forward is loose. A wild scramble. 2 seconds on the clock. Casper grabbing the ball. It is all a fumble. Casper is recovered in the end zone. The Oakland Raiders have scored on the most zany, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play. Madden is on the field. He wants to know if it's real. They said yes. Get your big butt out of here. He does.
Ladies of Darkness, a member of the Crow's Nest Podcast Network.
Brought to you by GT4L Custom Tees and the Raider Ramble. Make sure you follow them to find our swag and some great content.
Swag. Sorry.
Swag. I hate that word. I hate that word so much.
Why?
I don't know. It's
a fun word.
It's so 10 years
Not
ago.
Not really. It's so stupid. I know.
It is stupid.
It's really dumb. All right. Sorry. Go ahead. What are we doing today?
So today on the show, the schedule dropped yesterday. So that was a big disaster. No one likes it.
No one.
No one. Except the NFL. And probably the Patriots a little bit.
And people who don't have to fly 36,000 miles.
What?
And people who don't have to fly 36,000 miles in the season.
Yes.
Like the Jets. Anyways, continue, please.
Yeah, so in some positive news, it's almost draft time.
It is about damn time.
I know, I'm so excited. I'm going to have a draft party with, just me and myself.
Me, myself, and I. We'll do one over Skype.
Okay, I'm going to pretend I, have friends and invite them over, but no one will show up.
Invite them on Skype. We'll just have... We don't have to tell anybody that we don't have any friends. We do have friends. They're just not located near us.
I have a friend across the street that I'm going to invite, and they probably won't come either.
Well, fine. Screw them.
I'm just feeling sorry for myself. Plus, they're a Bears fan, so we don't want them anyway.
Oh. Tell them you can't talk to them this season. So all that, plus a brand new Heidi game, of course, as usual. So it's been a while, Jenny.
It has been a while.
It has been a long time. We've been battling.
We've been sick. We've been working our asses off. We've been sleeping. And by we, just kidding.
By we, you mean both of us.
By we, I mean both of us.
Each of us is assigned to one of those tasks.
Yeah, but for a while there was a wave of nausea that was hitting both of us pretty bad.
It was gross. I mean,
it was.
We were avoiding having a podcast. It would have been like two girls, one podcast on here. Gross.
Complete barf episode.
Oh yeah, total barf episode. So you're feeling better. You're not so busy.
I am still busy, but I'm not feeling as sick, so that's good.
Yeah, something worked.
I have tomorrow off. I had to take PTO just because the kid doesn't have school, but I'm not going to complain because I get a day off.
Yeah, and it's almost Easter.
It is.
You still do the Easter thing, right?
Yeah. We usually go to my dad's up north.
Hide eggs, do baskets.
Yep.
Nice.
And my dog usually runs around and finds them all. But I'm contemplating not bringing him this time because I got a new car and I'm not about to have him in it.
Ooh, a new car.
Yeah.
Ooh. Is it
it's
all
in the
shiny?
shop right now.
Why?
And because They're doing like an interior protectant thingy where they like spray it with Scotch Guard or something. I don't know. But they took it, and now I have a loaner, and I'm really sad.
Well, it's okay. You'll get it back
I'll
soon,
get it back
right?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah,
Yay.
tomorrow. Yeah.
So we had to talk about this. I don't know how I missed this. I don't remember it from the combine a couple of years ago. But we caught a video of this poor kid who was running his 40 in the combine, and his dick fell out. It just was. It wasn't just his wiener too. It was like a whole
everything.
package, just like huevos and all. Everything. How did that happen? And we didn't see this.
So much flopping. Like, oh my God.
And to top it off, he flopped on top of himself, so nobody saw his wiener, and we all saw it anyways. But the most beautiful part of it was, I mean, we have to play this little clip from. Hold on, I gotta find that little clip. So it was Chris Jones, and it looks like, I guess it was 2016 in the combine. This was back when our fearless second in command, Mr. Mike Mayock, was still doing NFL draft stuff. So he was always at the combine, always calling the combine events and stuff. And I can't even not laugh at this because the wording of it is so perfect. So they did a very good job trying to deflect what happened, but then they went through the whole thing and ended the segment like this.
Let's just everybody stay upright, people. Because these guys, if they fall down hard and long.
They fall down hard and long. Dude! I cannot believe that was just an
Hard and
accident.
long.
There's no way that was an accident. That's too funny. Anyway, so that was the fun. That was the most fun thing I think I've seen on NFL off season.
It's funny
all
that we're
this year.
just now seeing it.
I know.
Yeah, it was like a couple weeks ago, and I just couldn't stop watching because it was so funny.
Yeah.
That poor kid.
He doesn't seem embarrassed about it. He's been playing in the NFL since, so he seems fine. I think he's all right. Anyways, if you get a chance, you could just Google guy, dick fell out at combine, and it pulls right up. Oh, sorry. What the fuck is this? I don't know what that was. Sorry. All right, let's go. Figure
So,
out.
bottom line, we have to start watching the combine.
Yeah, we do. We have dedicated ourselves to start watching the combine. Oh, goodness.
I watched it a little bit this year.
I did not watch any of it. It's just useless to me. It seems like the most
Yeah.
useless measurables in the world.
It's kind of funny, though, watching these, like, giant guys, like, run around and...
Yeah, run around in their underwear.
Yeah, really, really tight, what are those called? Bicycle shorts?
Yeah. Practically Speedos. Those ones aren't even
Yeah.
bicycle shorts because they're like booty hugger shorts at this point. It's
They
like they're putting them in
sure
Daisy
are.
Dukes every year. Ew. Gross. This may be why his package fell out, people. If you can't fit a jockstrap under there, something's wrong.
Why are there, like, slits in it? Like, maybe don't have slits when you're running. Did he put, like, the wrong thing on? Was that, like, his long johns? Like,
Oh. And the funniest part was when he got up after he fell on it and then got up and tucked himself back in. And the coach is like, "What happened?" And he goes, "My dick fell out." And that was it. That's all he said. It was like so matter of fact, like, happened again, coach. Sorry. We're going to have to get you some athletic tape for that there, Chris.
I just can't contain it.
There's just too much of it. There was, well...
Yeah, we don't need
Anyways.
to talk about that. Moving on.
Let's just say it was very clear on the video. No question about what happened. Oh, poor guy. It looked painful for a minute there. Like
Yeah, when he
an
fell long
elephant
and hard.
runs
Holy cow.
And, like, his trunk is out of control. All right, that's enough. Oh, my God. All right, we're going to start watching the Combine more often. So I guess let's move on to team news.
Touchdown, Raiders!
Alrighty. What do we got?
Okay, so for team news, Raiders announced their preseason opponents. So week 1, Rams.
Uh-huh.
Week 2, Cardinals. I was thinking about going to that game, but I need to save my money for the real season games.
Yes, you do. Especially after how much tickets cost. Holy
Oh my
cow.
gosh, yeah. I went to buy my tickets today for the Vikings-Raiders game here right by me. And for 2 tickets, for the seats I wanted, it was like $1,400 something. But
Oh
to
my
be
God.
fair, I could probably sit somewhere else and pay like $300.
Okay, but like that would be just pointless though. You might as
Yeah.
well stay at home, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
So
crappy.
anyways, week 3 could be an international game. I don't know if that's still on the table here, but that's against the Packers. And week 4 against the Seahawks. Speaking of Seahawks, did you see that video that Mr. Seahawks guy posted?
Are you having a brain fart? Oh my gosh, Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson.
Which one?
When he's laying in bed with his wife and he's all like, "Yo, Seattle,
No.
blah, 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 they pay me," or some shit. And then, like, some other people on the team, I don't even remember who it was, but they, like, made a funny video making fun of him. It was
No, I don't watch porn. Is he
It
doing a
was all
video
over-
in bed with his wife?
He always does. It's
Does
like
he?
he wants to show off that he has a wife. I don't know.
Oh,
It's
that's
a little weird.
creepy. Creepy, Russ. Creepy.
Yeah, super creepy. So anyways, the Raiders are in discussions to possibly play a preseason game in Canada against the Packers. That's a little bit crazy, but I would totally want to go to that.
I'd be down.
Yeah, we've got some dear friends in Canada.
Yes, we do.
And there's a lot of Raiders fans there. Like,
are
a
a
lot.
ton of Canadian Raiders fans.
Yeah.
Canadians.
Mm.
Sorry, that was really bad.
The last NFL game played in Canada
Canada.
was in 2013. So
Jeez.
I don't even remember that.
I don't either. It must have been a preseason game. Must have. Who knows?
Oh.
Whatever.
Whatever.
And the most important thing.
Yay! Kind of.
Sort of.
The Raiders schedule has been released. Yesterday on Angria's birthday.
Maria's birthday. April 17th,
So-
by the way.
Yes, April 17th. I just have to say, I am her bestest friend in the whole world, and I am the only one who didn't do a birthday shout out. But let me tell you, I messaged her at 6:30 in the morning to tell her happy birthday, and I promised her I wouldn't make a big deal out of it, but everyone else did anyway.
Well, to be fair, you said when you messaged me, you said, I won't do a big shout out or something like that. I won't do anything on social media, just airplanes and balloons and shit. And I thought you meant you were going to put up tweets with airplanes and balloons and shit.
No, I was
So-
going to have airplanes with banners fly by your house and say happy birthday.
Okay, so you're
that
so
not
much
happen?
better. It did not happen. It was snowing.
I paid them.
We had a blizzard yesterday.
Good birthday present.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Angria. Well, it's going to be a fun year with that schedule that we got.
Yeah. Anywho, what were you going to say? You're much better at what?
I'm much better at what?
You're just having a brain fart there? All right, let's just move on. You said you're much better at, and then I interrupted you with my airplane story.
I have no idea.
Okay, well, whatever. Let's get back to the Raiders schedule.
Brain fart. Schedule. Moving on.
Yeah, schedule. So, this is the hardest schedule in the entire league.
Yay.
We play 7 games at 10 a.m. Pacific time. people on the West Coast won't even be awake yet.
Well, here's the thing. Well, no, that's the West Coast time, but normal
Oh,
home
just
games
noon.
are usually at noon. And they start
Yeah.
kickoff is at 12 or 12:30, I think. So we're getting screwed. You got to be tailgating at 6 a.m. if you're going to get nice and drunk before kickoff.
Yeah,
What?
That's not fair. You just have to stay up all night the night before,
That's bullshit.
like you did last time, and then you'll just be good the rest of the day.
I didn't stay up all night when I went down there.
The after the game, you stayed up all night drunk.
Oh yeah, I was drunk all. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one, you'd have to stay up all night before.
No.
Nah, I mean,
Nah.
because like you'll be too tired because the game will be over at like 1.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I can go home and take a nap.
Yeah. Well, the games are always really good. No, they're not. Wow, I cannot think right now.
That's okay.
Anyways, so they don't play in Oakland at all from September 15th through November 3rd. Now that's a long motherfucking time.
That is, and it's not
In
fair.
case you don't know.
Yeah.
It's not, except they'll be here and Green Bay, so I'm not complaining about that because I'll get to see them.
But the reason, like, we do have one home game in there, and that's London.
Yeah,
So,
that's fucked.
can I just say, I can't wait until we move to Vegas, because this international game shit is going to stop for a while.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I do understand why they do it, but I also don't understand why they do it. I don't like it.
I don't either.
Those games are on at 8 my time.
They're on at 5 my time. I
Yeah.
don't want to hear it. Normal football games are on at 8 my time. That's what
They're
time
on
I
at,
gotta
like-
get up every weekend.
12 and 3 o'clock my time.
Lucky. Our late game doesn't start till 4:30,
Wow.
but yours doesn't start until 10.
7 to, well, yeah, we have ones that are on at like 9:30 and then it's like time for bed, but I have to stay up, so.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
We don't have a Sunday or Monday night game this year. I can't remember which one.
We have a Monday night game. We don't have any Sundays, but we do have
Okay.
a Thursday. Whoopee.
Woohoo. I might have to take that Friday off.
Yeah, you will. So that's going to
Yeah.
be a late game for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our off-season signings did continue as well. Let's list off some of these. This is actually a long list. I'm going to give you some of the guys we signed. So we signed another backup QB, Landry Jones from the Steelers.
What do we have, like 12 now?
Nah, we're sitting at like 8.5. I don't know.
Okay.
We have plenty of QBs. Running back Isaiah Crowell, who is he's not bad. He does all right. I was impressed
Right.
with him when he was in Cleveland. He's just coming over to us from the Jets, though. Didn't have the most auspicious time there. We also signed former enemy of the state, Brandon Marshall from the Broncos. We need linebacker help, though, so I'm not too mad at that. I think that's pretty cool.
Hmm?
We have tight end Luke Wilson. I forgot about that one. He's so quiet.
Luke Wilson is an actor.
Yes, he's also a tight end in the NFL.
Yep.
You know what's
Yep.
funny? The tight end, even though he gets his face mashed all the time, is better looking than the actor. It's unfortunate.
But he's got more L's in his name.
Who?
The tight end.
Yes, you're right. I
Yeah.
don't know, whatever. We got wide receiver J.J. Nelson from the Cardinals. He is blazing fast speed, so hopefully he can take up that whole, super fast route runner thing from Amari Cooper, but not drop the balls. He ran...
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
What?
Amari Cooper. Did you see the video of him doing the Cowboys schedule release?
No.
It was so stupid. Oh my gosh, you have to watch that.
I will watch it. I've seen a few of them. Some of those were a lot of fun to watch. Ours was just very touching. It was. I think ours was more heartfelt and kind of more sentimental because it's our 60th season.
Oh.
60th? Is it 60? Holy shit, it is.
Yeah.
That is a long ass time.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of throwback. There was a lot of clips from the good old days, and of course, Gruden analyzing, which was great. For me, anyways, I love Gruden. He's one of my favorite football characters of all time. Period. Anyways, this J.J. Nelson, he was fast enough for a 4:28 40-yard dash time when he did his combine. His dick did not fall out, though. So,
That's
but he's
funny.
kind of small. He's 5'10". He's only 156 pounds, so he's a bit slight. He's going to need
Maybe
that.
it did fall out and you just didn't see it.
My goodness. Woo. My goodness. Sorry, JJ.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Had to.
We also added more to our wide receiver core by adding Ryan Grant, who was formerly with the Redskins and the Colts. We almost signed him last year, but didn't work out, so we finally got him this time. Yay. We've signed another defensive end, Alex Barrett. He was with the Lions. But he actually comes to us from the San Diego team in the AAF. I have no idea what the name of the San Diego team was. But we got an AAF player. We were one of the first ones to sign an AAF player. It was very exciting. Also signed former Patriots and Falcons safety Jordan Richards. We have DeMornay Pearson L., a wide receiver formerly of the Redskins.
I've never heard of that person ever.
It's a strange name, isn't it?
Yeah.
But he also is from the AAF. He was he was playing for the Salt Lake Stallions. I have no idea what that means.
The AAF names are so fucking stupid, like I can't handle them.
That's probably why they went there.
Like, AAF stands for annoying as fuck, and it's just
Perhaps that's why it's no longer. We should do a moment of silence for the AAF. Kind of
That
sad.
did not last long.
It did not even last long enough to change my shoes. I mean, good Lord. I've seen Mr. Rogers take more time to put his sweater on than the time it took them to get that thing going and get it off the air. I feel bad, but you know what? We got some stuff out of it, so that's cool. We also re-signed, signed again, Benson Mayoa, who was a former Raider a couple years ago. So those are the new guys who we signed. What else?
We re-signed guard Chaz Green, who had signed with the Raiders towards the end of last season and filled in for an injured Kelechi Osemele.
Yay! He did an alright job. Green and good. I was, I'm glad we got them both back. It's cool. They're cheap.
Yeah,
They know the system. All
Cool.
good things.
All good things. We also re-signed Daryl Worley
Woohoo!
and Jalen Richard.
Woo! Yay, Rocket!
Yay! I don't know what the rest of that says.
They both signed their free agent tenders. So
Oh.
we don't have to worry about them being restricted free agents.
Oh, okay. So they're unrestricted.
No, they're totally restricted.
Just kidding.
They're grounded. So we do have a loss that's kind of bittersweet. Wide receiver Seth Roberts was finally cut from the roster.
I don't like that. I'm not okay with that.
I'm gonna miss Seth. I gotta say, Seth tried. He went out there and tried his ass off every week. He didn't always do the best, but damn it, he was a good blocker. He caught some balls when he needed to. Up until 2017, we had never lost a game where Seth caught a touchdown. Never. Not one.
True. That is true.
So
And there's like no way I could pronounce his name wrong.
no.
Unless it's Robert, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? But I'm pretty sure it's Roberts. Jalen Richard. Would you have guessed it was Richard and not Richard?
No, but
exactly.
Yeah.
But this one seems pretty straightforward, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, it does free up about $4 million under the cap. No dead money. He already did get signed by the Ravens, so he wasn't jobless for very long. So yay, I'm glad to hear that. Seth, I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss Seth. He's a little sentimental favorite for me.
Is Crabtree still there?
I don't believe that Crabtree is still with the Ravens. I believe he got released. However, I don't know that he's signed anywhere else.
Okay.
Something to look at. Also, another bittersweet. Jordy Nelson decided to retire. Kind of sad, but I mean, he obviously didn't have a good year.
No. But he got to retire a Raider, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Well, I'm wondering if maybe they'll sign him to a one-day contract at Green Bay.
Yeah, probably.
That would be cool.
They should.
I like it when they do that. I think it's very cool. It's very sentimental and it's touching. I know I'm weird. Sorry.
That's okay. I still love you.
Don't throw up in your mouth for me being so disgusting. Also, here's the big one. If we can get this, if we can get this switched, if we can get him out of doing this, let's do it. Shane Leckler has decided to hang up his cleats after, well, his former coach who drafted him returned to the league for a year. Now, if we can get him back out of retirement, I would be fine with that. Shane still has a booming leg.
I heard some weird rumblings that Marquette King is coming back. Oh, sorry, Marquette.
Marquette. Per an interview on one of our sister shows, Wolfpack Nation fan podcast, they had Marquette King. This is how he pronounces his name. None of us knew this. This is Tarad and Khalil and Marquette. We cannot get this right, people.
I still cannot. I will never call him Marquette. I just no.
It does not roll off the tongue.
Not happening.
It just doesn't. Yeah, can't do it. Sorry, Marquette.
His name is Marquette. If he wants to pronounce it Marquette because he can't fucking read, that's fine. That's okay. Like, I'm gonna start calling David Arquette David Arquette now.
Arquette.
Is that how this shit works?
Apparently, I don't know.
Anywho, whatever.
We do need a punter.
Yeah. So is he? Did you hear that he's coming back, or was that just?
I think it's speculation.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any possibility that Gruden would have him back unless he swallows a lot of humble pie and goes back on NFL Network to apologize. Because he was not complimentary to Coach. Oh, who's that guy? Oh, yeah, that guy. The Monday Night Football guy. Not my new boss. Not
I forgot about that.
Our new coach. Nothing. The Monday Night Football guy. Anyways, Shane, if we can entice you out of retirement in any way, shape, or form, please let us know. Please give us a call. Please, please, please. Hey, Jenny.
Yes.
I think they should.
Yes,
I think he should call us. Call us on our number, which is 802-328-1867. We're not going to drop that again until later, but I had to do that. Shane, call us. We will talk to you into this.
802-328-1867.
That's right. That's what it is.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That would be awesome. Maybe we could just sign him for one day as a Raider contract, retire as a Raider.
Do you want me to get in touch with him? I can get him on show.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good friends with him, so that's life.
All right. How come I didn't know this?
Crickets.
Whatever. Moving on.
All right, moving on. So, NFL owners approved Raiders' new lease to play in Oakland in 2019 with an option for 2020. Oops, sorry. I got a little excited there. So, when are we going to be in Vegas? Is that going to happen?
Vegas is on track. Apparently, they've just put up the second spire on... Oh gosh, what was it? I don't know. They put up the second of four things. One of the big things. And Junebug's over here purring like fucking crazy on top of me. Sorry.
All I can hear is my dishwasher. So
okay, good. But they put up the second of four, whatever the big things are.
Yep, walls.
And
okay.
They're not walls. They're the top things like the canopies or whatever. Anyways, it's on track. I don't think we're going to have a delay. I think 2020 will be our opening Las Vegas Raiders season.
Good, because I'm tired of waiting for this shit.
Me too.
And,
Oh, and happy
also,
news! Yay!
yay,
Go ahead.
Matt Millen returned to the broadcast booth for the Penn State spring game.
Yay.
His first work having a heart transplant.
He went
Last
through his
year.
transplant. Everything went well. Matt, we're glad you're back.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
That's some serious surgery.
Yeah, it is. Holy cow!
My mom used to work in kidney liver transplant at the hospital, and I've heard some crazy stories. But like, all she talks about is transplant, and so I know a lot about it. But that's cool. I hope it works out.
Yeah, seems to be doing all right so far.
Good.
Everything seems to be going well. So we already said to call us. We already dropped the number, but here it is again.
802-328-1867. 802-328-1867. Give us a call. Leave us a voicemail. We'll play it on our show. Answer questions. Tell you you're awesome. Listen to you say that you miss us. Whatever.
And maybe set up that creepy voicemail to wake you up as an alarm in the morning.
Yeah.
Still looking for the creepy guy who left that voicemail.
Yeah. How about
Oof.
if you come forward, I'll give you something.
Ooh, we have prizes.
Maybe. I'll give you a personal something.
Oh, that's creepy.
I didn't mean it like that.
I don't know if they're going to want to come forward now.
What, they can be creepy and I can't?
Well, usually that's the way it works.
That's not fair.
They don't like their own medicine.
Well, whatever. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Sorry, I drank.
So last week we ran a poll.
Way to
And
change the subject.
We're going to change the subject. I'm going to read the poll. Do you have the answers up, Jenny?
Yeah.
Do you have them available? All right.
Yeah.
Here's
No,
the
but
poll
I'm
that
gonna-
we posted. What is your game day superstitious activity? Please elaborate in the comments, of course. That's what we asked for. The number one, I think the winner was a certain article of clothing. Is that correct?
Yeah, but I also really like the dog one, so I've got on
Well,
my finally.
that was the most poll. That was the most vote getter. Was the
Yes, the biggest poll was article of clothing. That was 70%. It won at 70%. The other ones were morning routine. They got 20%. A certain food only got 3%, which I found funny because I thought that a lot of people would say like they have to have their wings or their nachos or whatever. Like I always have Super Bowl nachos.
right.
Whatever.
I think if we asked
then,
about a Super Bowl one, it would probably. I mean, that would be definitely the
oh yeah.
top answer. But I
And
think
then the
Kenny
fourth
was the
one was-
only one who said,
Oh,
"I
was
have
it?
to have coffee," and I was like, "You have
Oh.
coffee every day," and he's like, "Well, it's no different on Sundays."
Okay, well, he's
whatever.
a weirdo. Just move on from that.
Moving on.
The fourth one was an affirmation at 6%. Now, I'm a little disappointed because this only got 64 votes. I feel like it should have gotten like 1,500, and it would have been a little better, whatchamacallit.
Better sample
population.
size. Yeah.
Sample size, yes. That.
Yeah.
But whatever. So I'm going to read some of these. Before the writing and reporting, this is from Phil Robinson.
Phil is he's a writer / reporter. We work together over at the Raider Ramble.
Yes, in case you didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
He had to watch the game holding a football. I think a lot of people do that.
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you actually, before you get into any more of those, why don't you read ours?
Could you just tell me?
Oh,
could you
okay.
tell me what to
Fine.
do?
I won't
Like,
tell you what. Fine. God,
What is happening here? Like, geez.
she hasn't ordered. I'm sorry.
Okay, so first, real quick, like, I don't know what yours is. Like, I don't know where your shit is on here. Oh, I found it. Okay. So, shut up. I can tell you're being upset at me and you can just quit it.
I am not.
Anywho, okay, so mine is, I gotta wear my car jersey and one of my Raider hats. I have, like, I don't know, 500 of them.
Easily 83.
Yeah, at least. I wear a different one every week, but if like I win in one, I wear that one the next week.
Yeah.
Because I have my Raider blanket and my car socks help too. My Raider socks, and I also have Clomax socks.
But you don't wear that
But-
much anymore, huh?
Mm.
Not so much. Not as often.
They're just hiding in my closet or my drawer. And Ingrid's mine is one of my jerseys. My hat I got during my game visit last season while we were on offense. The helmet while we're on defense.
I have to
And
switch
the-
them up.
Yeah. And the poncho until halftime. And always the blanket.
Always.
Always.
I always take the
That way.
poncho off at halftime because if we're winning, it's because I'm hot and it's time to take it off and then blow it out the whatever. And if we're losing, it's because the poncho's on and it shouldn't be on.
You're
So,
hilarious.
I know, I'm a dork. So
Don't you get a little warm, like, in all that?
I live in Alaska
Oh, quit it with that,
and
okay?
it's winter
Like-
when that happens.
Whatever. Okay, so should I read some of these, or do you need me to do something else?
No. Do what you gotta do. Bossy.
Okay, so you're the bossy McBosserson.
Moving on.
Anywho, so Midwest Raider. For years, I wore the same pair of black underwear on game days. Threw them away after the Super Bowl loss. So this almost 2-decade slump is my fault for throwing away a pair of nut holders. So our next job is to get this guy some new underwear.
Yeah, that's so to be fair, his gif afterwards was like pretty telling. So I don't think he wants new underwear. It was just a gif of Commando.
What? Yeah.
So I'm guessing he's dropping it Commando style.
He's like trying to look like a dude or something, but if we sent him free underwear, I bet he'd wear them.
Beast mode underwear.
So, Raider for life, Dia de los Raiders, painting my toenails silver and black every weekend before the game, and wearing my Raiders gear is a must always.
Lovely. I love
And then
it.
Mama Lester said, gotta do the nails, and she sent a picture of her beautiful Raiders
She
nails,
does have beautiful nails. I looked at those. Gorgeous.
which I need. Silver and Black Bomb, this is one of my favorites. She said none of the above. She didn't vote in any of those things. Hers is, my dog just has to stay awake during the whole game, no napping.
I love that
So-
one.
She has to like wake her dog up every time it tries to fall asleep.
Yeah. Can't even put him outside or nothing because he might go out there and take a nap.
Shorty says, can't say I have superstitions, but I guess I would have a routine. I need to have plenty of alcohol. If we win, I drink. If we lose, I drink. Basically, my routine is to get drunk on game day. Also, I watch games by myself. No one needs to see me walk back and forth and yell at the TV. That's Andrea.
That is, yeah.
And the
Guilty
drinking part is
as
me.
charged.
Yeah.
My neighbors are used to it by now. It's okay.
Hmm.
They're like, oh, I can hear her. It's football season again.
I just snorted. Okay. Monster Mash Ken. He wears his Raiders fan radio shirt under his jersey.
That's a lot
Bob
of layers.
Abbott. He starts Saturday off wearing the jersey. Game day. Have to have Mountain Dew and snacks assortment. And me and my nephew are ready to go.
All right, that's legit.
Yep. That's all I got.
No, where's the one about the... So, there was a Patriots fan who responded.
Oh.
You
Well,
didn't see that one? It's on there. It's about the wardrobe.
Oh, I do remember that, but it's like legit not on here.
It's on there somewhere. Anyways,
Oh, I found it.
did you find it?
Well, I found more. Like, more came up. Black or white shirt, depending on what color we're playing in.
Who's that?
Oops. It's Punk Rabbit.
Punk Rabbit.
Yep.
Awesome.
And then someone said, how has that worked out for you so far? And he said, not great. You know how many jerseys I've had to throw away now?
Poor guy.
And then Trey Carr said, I wear my away DC jersey for away games and vice versa for home, along with shorts and socks to match. If they win, I don't wash them. A few years ago, I got an awesome silver DC jersey for Christmas, and the first time I wore it, DC broke his leg. I haven't touched it from that day on.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That's when you put in a case or something and just leave it there until DC retires. And then you can bring it out and mount it or do whatever you want.
Okay, this kind of sounds like Kenny, Irish Raider. Coffee, but with a difference. 3 spoons of coffee, 2.5 spoons of sugar, and a sprinkle of salt. And I wear my away jersey for home game and home for away game.
Oh, shit. That's a weird coffee. Ireland is a strange place sometimes.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay,
Netherlands
here's the
for
one.
me.
Here's the one you're talking about. Jim Amato. I will not touch any shirt that is the color of the Patriots' opponent that day. It's a pain in the ass going through my drawers and closet on game day.
And I told him he just needs to get a bunch of taupe.
Right? Yes.
Tan and taupe, and that's pretty much like all you need. There's nobody in the league that wears taupe. The closest would be the Bucks pewter. They need to stop it with that. That's enough already. So that was fun. Do we have a winner?
And the winner is Silver and Black Burn.
Yay! We feel bad for your dog, but make that fucker stay up.
Yes,
If it works.
for real.
If not, make him take a nap through the whole game. Let's see if that works. All right, now it's time for News Outside the Nation.
To satisfy your passing fancy with the rest of the league, here's the news outside the nation.
Whatever.
So, the Bears and Packers will kick off the NFL's 100th season when they meet at Chicago's Soldier Field for Thursday Night Football on September 5th, 2019.
It's fitting because those are two of the oldest teams. I think the Bears is the oldest team in the NFL, followed by the Cardinals.
I thought the Packers were.
Nope. Bears were established in 1920.
Oh, shit.
The Packers weren't established until later. I don't know what year. I really don't. But I know that the Bears and the Cardinals were the original 2 teams that are still in the NFL.
Oh, maybe I'm just thinking because the Packers were in the first Super Bowl.
Yes, probably. That's what I'm going to guess.
Probably. So we already talked about this, but the league schedule has been released. The Patriots, again, have the easiest schedule because they're in the easiest frickin' division.
Boo.
Ooh,
Screw them. Screw
yeah.
them. Screw the NFL. You know what we have to do? We have to go out and kick everybody's asses.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Let's just
really
do it.
enjoy that.
Let's just do it. Yep.
I've had so much crap talked to me this year, like because I'm a Raiders fan, and like it's embarrassing at work. Like people at work like just won't shut up about how the Raiders suck, and like my Colts fan friend, we play the Colts this season, and it's an away game, and we like have to kick their ass.
Yes, we do.
And you know what? I can't even argue with them.
I know that's the problem. Packers are not better than the Raiders right now, though. I mean,
No, I'll argue with a Packer fan any day, but like
yeah, but
it's
like,
hard because there's so many Packer fans here.
I can imagine. Well, that's what you get for living in Cheeseville adjacent.
I do live 10 minutes from Cheeseville.
Yeah. I love the cheese, though. Oh my gosh, cheese curds are the best thing in the world.
Dude, you should come here and have cheese curds. Like, it's just
I've had cheese curds from Wisconsin. They're amaze balls.
Mm-hmm.
They're
but you
actual
can, like,
balls.
They are. You can go to the factories here and eat them like right off the
Oh my
cow.
god.
Right off the cow.
Maybe not off the cow, but I'd
You know.
still eat them right out of the little bin or whatever it is. So the draft is next week. The draft, finally! I can't wait until all the mock drafts are over. Oh my
That is the worst part about off season.
god, it's terrible. I know y'all have fun doing them, and they make these little game things that you can do, but my god, this is the worst time of year to be a football fan, because we have to wait for the draft, and we have to listen to all you little, like, pseudo soothsayer Nostradamus people that have no idea what you're talking about, including NFL Network experts, blah blah blah. The only NFL Network draft guy who is worth anything will be in one particular war room this year. And by the way, cameras are not allowed. Apparently, the media is a little bit ticked about that because Mayock and Gruden are holding fast to the Al Davis strategy that, sorry, no cameras allowed in our war room. Boom!
Good.
We don't need the distraction. It's fine.
No.
So in 1 week, less than 1 week, April 25th through 27th will be the NFL draft.
Oh my gosh, I'm on call that weekend.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna have to trade that with
You
somebody.
need to accidentally turn your phone to silent.
Oh.
Oops.
I can just trade with them. Not a big deal. They'll understand.
Yeah, they'll be alright. We did have the NFL owners meeting a couple weeks ago, which we missed. Sorry about that. Which ushered in a new rule change to the instant replay. Pass interference calls, or non-calls, will now be challengeable. Whether they throw the flag or not, you can throw a challenge flag and say that should have been or shouldn't have been.
This is gonna be so annoying.
This is going to be the worst rule change in a while.
Since the touching the quarterback rule.
Yeah. Since you're not allowed to breathe on the quarterback last year. Good Lord.
That lasted a week. Maybe this will last a week.
I hope not. I hope it doesn't even last a week. It's so stupid. Do you know how many coaches are going to find any possible reason to throw a flag? Bill Belichick
Right.
is going to abuse the crap out of that. He is going to beat that rule like a rented mule. I mean,
Yeah.
by the end of the season, it's going to be ridiculous.
Football players are going to start acting like soccer players, and when they barely get touched, they're going to be like, ah!
Oh my God, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible. That was a terrible idea. You guys did a horrible job on that.
It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. So it'll be in effect on a trial basis for this season. So luckily, it's just a 1-year trial basis. Next off season at the owners meeting, they will look at making it permanent if it's successful, I suppose. The last season's rule changes to the kickoff returns were made permanent, and that's the only one I believe that was altered at the moment. So whatever. What are you, hot? You having hot flashes over there?
No, I was going to sneeze, and I...
Oh. You're like, oh Lord, let me fan before I swoon.
Oh my gosh, I hate you, but that is what I look like.
It's adorable. Anyways, moving on.
New Patriots defensive coordinator Greg Schiano, who joined the team in February, has stepped down, citing a need to focus more on his faith and family, which I find really awesome that he wants to focus more on his family. And yeah,
absolutely
amazing. Yes, good,
and you know
good
what?
for you.
My feelings are not going to be hurt that Greg Schiano is not on the Patriots.
So
let's get Joe Blow from nowhere to go to the Patriots, but then again, it's probably going to be the same outcome.
Did he step down the same month that the Patriots owner was found doing his thing?
It seems like it was in real close proximity.
I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
I don't know. I'd be curious to find out.
I'd have to look up the numbers or the dates.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Yeah. Anywho, so let's talk about some trades. The Bears running back Jordan Howard has been traded to the Eagles for a conditional draft pick. Initially a 6th round pick that could become a 5th round pick. Yeah.
That just immediately weakened the Bears, by the way.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Haha.
Haha. That's okay. I ain't mad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Moving on from the Bears because they don't exist to me anymore.
They're dead to me.
Dolphins defensive end Robert Quinn was traded to the Cowboys. Meh. The Browns defensive end Emmanuel Ogba. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Ogba. Traded to the Chiefs in exchange for safety Eric Murray.
The Chiefs are trying.
Yeah. They had a lot of changes this offseason. It's going to be interesting.
Yep.
Cowboys defensive end, who is like one of my all-time favorite football players, DeMarcus Lawrence, has signed a 5-year, $105
$105 deal. I think we missed $1 million in there.
$105 million deal to remain with the team. He was super excited about that. He was holding out.
He was. They had to tag him.
Yep. He has been tagged.
No, not anymore. He's been paid.
He's been paid, yes.
He has. One little piece of news we'd like you to keep Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford and his wife in your prayers and your thoughts and your best wishes. She announced that she has a brain tumor and she'll undergo surgery for it this month. I'm not sure when, but fingers crossed that everything goes okay. They just had a set of twins. Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Babies,
Like
lots of babies. Hopefully she comes out. Everything's okay. But
do you know much about her tumor?
I don't.
Because, like, some of those are pretty easily removed and fine. So hopefully.
The most recent thing I saw was that Matt Stafford does not expect to be out because the recovery time is expected to be rather brief. So hopefully that's the case. We'll see.
In other news, the annoying as fuck Alliance of American Football has filed for bankruptcy.
Aw, poor guys.
Yeah.
I think that's sad. It's unfortunate because it's a nice
It
little
is sad.
farm league kind of program for people.
Yeah,
Guys
it's
who aren't
like a
quite
way to
NFL
go
ready.
from college to somewhere and hopefully make it to the NFL someday. But, yeah, that sucks.
Because there's a difference between being signed on a practice squad and actually getting to play in game time. Game time is really different. So guys that maybe just have the opportunity to sign on a practice squad could get actually starting time in a league like AAF and actually, get some minutes under their belt, because we all know that practice time is different than when you're actually out on the field playing in real time and having refs look down your back every second and knowing how to deal with crowd noise and how to actually play against your opponents. And, it's invaluable experience, but no longer. Sorry, guys.
So, I am reading about Matthew Stafford's wife real quick.
What you got?
It was benign, so that's good. No cancer.
Wonderful.
Yep. And she will undergo surgery on Wednesday.
Oh, good. Well, thoughts and prayers?
What's funny about this article? Like, they talk about her for a second, and then they're like, Matthew Stafford has thrown 38,526 yards and 237 touchdowns. Like, why is that relevant?
How is that more important somehow?
Yeah.
Somehow we have to throw that in to make it seem like this is a bigger deal.
Yeah.
It's already a big deal.
It is a big deal.
I don't care if it's Joe Blow from Waukesha, wherever, blah, blah, blah. Still have to wish them well. All right, well, I guess...
If you want to call us, get your 2 cents in, talk about news outside the nation or whatever else, you can call us at 802-328-1867.
And we have a few voicemails, so, yeah, we're going to have a good time. Here it comes. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how's it going, ladies? This is Raider Rue calling from Logan, Utah. First, I want to say I think you guys are doing an excellent job. I enjoy listening, and I pretty much listen every week. And I find the time because I work 12-hour shifts in a warehouse driving a forklift, so I got plenty of time to listen to all these podcasts. But really, you are doing a good job. Love hearing your opinions. I just want to talk about these signings real quick. I think Brandon Marshall and Isaiah Crowell are solid signings for us at this point in the offseason. I actually like the Brandon Marshall signing more than the Vontaze Burfict signing, so there's whatever that's worth. And I really think Crowell has a good chance to earn a role for John Gruden. I don't think that takes us out of drafting either position, but I think at this point they are nice signings. They have a chance to help improve the team, even if it's just depth-wise. So I like the work that Gruden and Nick are putting in, and looking forward to the draft and the season. All right, go Raiders. Bye.
That was Raider Roo.
I love your name.
I do
That's
too.
my favorite. I don't even recognize that. Am I your friend? Let me.
Be friends with Roo. He's awesome.
I should be. Yeah, thanks for calling in. That's awesome. I don't know how to find them. Well, Raideroo, if you're not following me, follow me because I like your name and you're cool for calling.
Yes. All right, we do have a quick little short one. Here's our next one. Oh, by the way, I agree with him that I think Crowell is a good signing. We need that RB depth, and I also like the Emmanuel Sanders. Oh my God, Emmanuel Sanders.
Oh,
my
Ingria.
God, what is wrong with
What
me?
is this?
What is this? Brandon Marshall. I like that signing better than Vontez Burfict too, because Burfict has been on my shit list. So you got a lot to do, buddy. All right, here's next voicemail.
Hello, this is Raider here, and I just want to say your show is a great show, and I listen to it every day. Yeah, every day. And yeah, Jimmy, and what's that, Heidi? Yeah, those kids rock. They rock good. Right.
All right. Thanks so much. I don't even know what 90% of that said, but we appreciate you.
We rock.
We rock. We rock good.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That's all we need to hear.
Let me real quick say something because I thought about when you said Vontez were perfect. I saw somewhere that it said one of the games that are going to be most interesting to watch because of former players, and ours were on there with Bengals because of Vontez perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It was just cool because we're never in the news for things like that.
Most interesting stuff to watch, yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's a
on
good
TV.
point.
So yeah.
You make a very solid point there. And you know what? We have a lot of former AFC North players, so going back, it's going to be interesting to watch.
Mm-hmm.
AB's still going to want to whip up all over the Bengals defense. And, of course, Perfect is going to have a nice little revenge game showdown. All right, so the next one, we have a little bit of a long one. It's Raider BA, of course. Sorry. It's BA Raider. I always call him Raider BA. I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic. My bad.
Ladies of Darkness, it's your boy BA Raider. I'm going to talk real fast so you can listen real fast and keep up. I got to address the elephant in the room, which is all the bobbleheads shredding Gruden for trading Khalil Mack. Talking about they could have afforded this and all the other players. I think they're talking about the almost hour-long interview that Gruden did at the owners' meeting, which the whole thing was on Raiders.com. For anybody that hasn't seen it, I suggest you watch it. I try to use logic when figuring out what the team does and why they do it that way. That's my Twitter handle, at Raiders Logic. Now, they've taken a specific part from that interview where he was speaking on the Khalil Mack trade, where he did, in fact, say that they wouldn't have had the cap room to sign those guys if they signed Khalil Mack. Now, I believe he misspoke. I believe what he meant to say is they wouldn't have had the guaranteed money. Now, look, I didn't Google this or anything, so bear with me on some of these numbers, but I know they're pretty close, pretty accurate. They signed a handful of guys. Trent Brown, $36 million. Antonio Brown, $30 million. Joyner, $21 million. Williams, $11 million. That's all guarantees. That doesn't include their cap numbers. Well, let's add that up, and that's $98 million right there that you've got to bank. They have to have that money in escrow to pay these guys in the bank account. That has to be there. So that's secured somewhere. So you're telling me that they could have paid these guys $98 million in guarantees and still had another $90 million for Khalil Mack last year? That's less than 12 months here. What team spends like that? No team spends like that. The Giants were making national headlines a couple weeks ago, or a couple seasons ago, for signing $146 million in guarantees for that defense. 180, that's crazy. That's not even including the $20 million they're going to need for whoever they draft at number 4 overall. That's not even including the other 2 first-round picks. So Joe Banner and Matt Berger, I don't even know how to say his last name. They got blue check marks next to their name, so it makes them special on Twitter. But specific mofos. You tell me how you get your owner to sign off a $188 million shopping spree, and that doesn't even include the draft. So, if Khalil and all those other guys we signed were actually on the roster this year, we wouldn't even have enough cap room to sign the draft picks, which is what they wanted to talk about to even sign. It's more than you could even sign a normal class for, and I'm sorry if I sound like I'm rambling, but these guys really got to me this week, and listen, I love your show. I love what you guys do. I hope I gave you guys something to talk about this week. Peace out. It's your boy. Bye.
Okay. Mr. BA Raider.
Scintillating
First
as
of
always,
all,
by the way.
Yes, it's good for you. So, first of all, as you're rambling on about Khalil Mack and all that nonsense, I look at my phone and it's 52 degrees here in the lovely state of Minnesota. 52, every time I see it on my phone, I get a little pissed off.
Side note.
And it's like always 52 degrees when I look at my phone. Anywho, you rambled so hard there. You were so passionate. I love it. You got a little out of breath there.
I know. He was like, oh,
I can't.
that's okay.
Yes, it was amazing. And I completely agree. These people that are constantly still talking about him and our cap space and how much we paid and all that, they need to just shut the fuck up. Get over it. We're moving on.
Moving on.
Are we?
Agreed. We should be moving on. It's ridiculous. But yeah, math is not those people's strong suit, apparently. Because he's right that you have to have that money in escrow, but you have to have that money to pay right now. I'm handing you a check for $80 million if I promise you $80 million. That money goes. It's gone. If you don't have it in your bank account, you don't have it. That's just
it's
how
like
it
when
works.
you need to have like a $30,000 down payment for a house and you don't, and then you can't get the house.
Right. No house. Sorry, you're homeless.
Oops. That was a really bad analogy, but you know what?
But
that's all I got.
It's all good. I got it.
And that reminds me. Okay, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was gonna change the subject completely.
No, we have like one more voicemail, and it is from our good friend from the Wolf Pack, Bobby Wasabi. This is going to be really long, though. He talked for 2.5 minutes. Do you want to get your 2 cents in before then?
I was gonna talk about money down because I just bought my new car, and before I was leasing a car, and when I first started leasing my car, it was the first lease I've ever done, and I was like, I'm allowed to have like 39,000 miles or something, and I was like, I'm not going to go over my mileage, and I drove a shitload, and I went 10,000 miles over, and so I had to pay $1,500 to turn my lease back in. Yeah, and if I bought that car, I would have been able to just like not have to pay the $1,500, but I already put like 50,000 miles on it, and whatever. So,
how old is that car?
3 years. My lease?
Yeah, your leased car.
Yeah, I had it for 3 years.
Jesus.
I had it for 39 months.
That's a lot of miles.
Yeah, I drive a lot for work. Like, my whole job for the last 1.5 years has been, like, driving.
Yeah, that's right.
To and from clients and stuff. But I don't drive as much now because I'm a manager and stuff. But,
yeah, the perks.
Yeah, so, like, I put $1,500 down on this car, and it didn't even go to my new car. It went to my stupid mileage from my last car. So I didn't even get to put a down payment. So my payments are like $1 gajillion for my new car.
That sucks. But you can refinance.
I can, and I will eventually.
After 6 months, usually, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Just save up money for then. But you have to go to Raiders games, so.
Yeah, those are going on a credit card.
Yeah. To be paid later.
Yeah.
All right, here's our final voicemail from our buddy Bobby Wasabi. Hopefully he's not too high.
How's it going, ladies of darkness? It is Bobby Wasabi. Trying to ask y'all ladies what the F happened with the AAF. It's done. That's terrible. I can't believe that it's done with. I liked it. I liked that there was actually some good hits. I liked the take that they had with the refs and all that. I'm very bummed to see it go away. Honestly, as Kenneth would say, it's way the hell better than arena football. So it sucks. I mean, at least Coach Lolo got to get up out of there and got to get a job over there at Tampa Bay. So, at least she's still around before, she got out before, Ted started rolling and whatnot. The other thing as well I want to bring up is how crazy is our addition of Crowell. I was looking up at some of this kid's stats and some of his video. I like what I see. No drops last year. That was the main thing. No drops. I like that. The other thing as well is that he had a crazy game against the Donkeys. 231 yards, 2 touchdowns in the same game. He could do that every time. It would be sweet. Send Joey Flackass home crying. Go up into Mile High and make them cry as well. Brings up the question is, what's going to happen with the muscle hamster with Doug Martin? I mean, are his days done? Everyone seems to think that, honestly. And so it's like, well, do we give Chris Warren the 30 shot? I honestly do like this kid. I liked him when I was seeing him, but I want to see more of him. And hey, you know what? Why not? Why not? One more year here and give that kid a shot. Let him shine a little bit. The other thing as well I want to bring up is that I'm pretty bummed that Shane Lechler did not retire in silver and black. It's pretty. It was pretty sad when I saw him go away, and I knew it was going to happen, and sure enough, it did. I just want to give him a props for the work that he did for the silver and black. And what can I say? Leg recognized leg. All right, ladies, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm trying to get this private workout with Gruden and Mayock. See if we can maybe dispel some of these rumors. Maybe send them my way. You can try to see if I can maybe have like a dinner with them too. You're gonna hear on TNT. Boo-boo-boo-boo. Body Wasabi seen having dinner and private workout with Gruden and Mayock. Body Wasabi, expensive date. Fact. That's right. I like to be taken care of. All right, ladies, I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Bobby Wasabi was our winner of our punting video challenge. And if you haven't heard the term Purple Rain in association with Bobby Wasabi, you haven't listened to us very often. Because he was awesome. He did an amazing job.
You crazy.
You crazy. We love you, Bobby. In regards to the muscle hamster, I don't think Doug Martin's going anywhere. I think it's too soon to even speculate if he's going anywhere. So let's not call it a day yet.
And you know how we like to speculate.
We sometimes, I guess. Well, now it's time. It's time for a brand new Heidi game. Heidi.
Yes.
Welcome back. As usual.
Thank you. You guys welcome back.
Thank you. We took a hiatus. Can't promise it won't happen again because you never know what summer will hold. But we're going to do our very best.
Good.
Jenny's settling in. I'm settling in. Things are getting better.
We're good.
So, Heidi.
I'm pretty much settled in.
You're always settled. You're our rock, Heidi.
Yeah.
You're the stability we need.
Heidi's the one constantly, let's do this.
Why
Let's do this. And we're like, I'm sleeping.
God damn it, Heidi. Quit it.
Are we going to do this today?
We have
a
job to do, god damn it.
Until like a few days ago, we were all never up at the same time.
Every single schedule was different.
Well, one of us was worse than I usually am this time. I mean, I've never slept like 20 hours in one day.
Why are you all busting me out? Why are y'all busting my nuts? What the hell?
The best excuse.
Shut up. I have a good
You
excuse.
shut up.
Bleh. Anyways, Heidi.
Okay, let's move on.
The draft is in 1 week. Less than 1 week.
It is.
Let's talk about some draft. You know I hate it. You know I can't wait till it's over. So let's talk about some goods and some bads. Who do you want? Who don't you want? Lay it on us.
Well, I love the draft. What I hate are mock drafts. I'm stoked for the actual draft, though.
Okay, I gotta go with that. That's what I hate about draft season. How about that? I hate draft season.
That works.
All right.
Well, I still feel the same about Nick Bosa.
Yes. Agreed.
I don't want him. We've gone over the reasons why I don't want him before.
Yeah, he's a big fat no.
Yeah. and I don't want Kyler Murray.
No,
because
for obvious.
it's only going to take one massive hit for him to end up in Timbuktu.
Right. And there's
so
really
cool.
not much dispute about the fact that the AFC West has some of the nastiest pass rush in the league.
Absolutely.
And we don't need to play with his life every single week.
Right.
I don't want to play Russian roulette with some dude.
Right.
No.
Me neither.
So that's a good one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are the two I really just don't want. Last year, the one I didn't want was I knew he would be picked as soon as Mike McGlinchey went off the board. The first thing I said when McGlinchey was picked, I said, please don't draft Colton Miller.
Poor Colton.
And
he got a bad rap, man.
He did. I actually think he did a lot better than a lot of people give him credit for.
I do too.
But my first thought was just, please don't get him. They're going to pick him.
Yeah.
They did.
And kaboom.
Yes. But I'm going to get the guy's name wrong. Totally wrong.
That's
but
okay.
I love Cleveland Farrell.
Cleveland or Cleland? I don't know.
I've heard his name pronounced like 17 different ways.
Yeah, and we're still not going to get it right. I mean, even when he's in the NFL, like Marquette and Terod, we're still not going to get it right.
But, at least when they release the roster, at the bottom of the roster, they have the difficult to pronounce names. And yes, they do.
I did not know that.
And sometimes it's a really obvious name like Smith. Okay, so it's not Smith. But those are pretty simple ones that you should be able to figure out what they are.
Right.
And then there are other ones that it's like, oh my God, I'm really glad that they have that phonetically written there because I have no idea how to say that name.
Yeah. We have a couple of those.
Yeah.
We've had a few over the decades. I still have a hard time pronouncing Nnamdi Asomugha's name sometimes.
You said that beautifully.
I did?
Yes, you did.
I'm just practicing.
I'm glad our quarterback is Derek Carr. Hey,
so easy.
Speaking of Derek Carr, my new car's name is Derek Carr.
No.
All right.
You copied me.
I did not copy.
You did copy me. My car was named Derek last year. 2 years ago.
I didn't know that. And my car is silver and black, so you can just go ahead and shut the fuck up.
You know what? My car's white. It's a white Mamba, okay? Shut up. Jenny's being
you guys are hopeless.
Your face is hopeless.
You're still here.
Yeah, I am.
All right. Who else you got? So you got Cleland.
Yes, and I know that he's not supposed to go number 4, so I could see us hopefully trading back and picking him up, a few more places down. But I don't think he's going to make it to 24.
That's probably not, but you never know. Derwin James wasn't supposed to make it to, 18? Is that where he was?
True.
18? Whatever. Sorry, I said I would never say that name ever again.
Actually, I think he was 16 because Miller was 15, and he was picked right after Miller. So
I thought
he was
like
16,
slots,
18, something like that.
Still, he went like 10 spaces after everybody thought he was going to.
Right.
So you never know what's going to happen.
Yes.
Maurice Hurst didn't get picked up till the 5th freaking round.
Yes.
Boom.
And I just read a story today that has Montez Sweat.
Mm-hmm.
He also has a heart condition that was discovered at the combine.
Right.
Or at least noticed at the combine. But he was allowed to participate. So it doesn't seem as serious as Mo Hurst's. But there have been a number of teams that have taken him completely off their draft boards because of it.
Really?
And I am sure one of those is not the Raiders.
Probably not. I think we're good with the pickup we had last year with the heart condition guy.
Yes.
Who was cleared a whole bunch of times, by the way, before we even got to him.
Yeah.
So, it worked out fine.
Yes.
So.
And I still have a soft spot. this is going to sound crazy. I still have a soft spot for Ed Oliver and Josh Allen. And I think they're both Joel Siegel clients.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
But I still like both of them.
Well, you never know. Anything could happen. Joel Siegel
Yeah.
could be, I think, depending on how this season goes, Joel Siegel may be back to knock on the door
He
in
could.
the next year or so.
And remember, we still have Carl Joseph, who is also his client.
That's true. I did not recall that, but thank you for the reminder.
Yes. Interestingly enough, who hasn't had their 5th-year option exercised yet?
Ah. That is interesting to know.
Yes. Or at least if it has been, I didn't hear about it.
I haven't either, so that's actually food for thought. Because there was some talk about him being traded.
Yes.
So, perhaps.
I think if they could get a high enough pick, they would trade him. I still do.
I hope not. I love KJ. Cujo is one of my little sentimental favorites, but I understand we got to do what we got to do.
Right. I'm just a little worried that now we have 2 tiny safeties.
Yeah, but you never know. I mean, those 2 tiny safeties hitting one big guy. Ouch.
Yeah,
Right
well,
place,
I
right
wouldn't
time.
want them to hit me. So.
No, I wouldn't want either one of them hitting me. You throw 2 of them at the same guy. Oof. Ouch.
Yeah.
I think we got some pieces that will be really conducive to playing nickel with double high safeties and some bigger packages that'll allow us to defend against tight ends this year.
I hope so.
We'll see.
That has been one of our Achilles heels for a number of years now, or getting those big tight ends guarded. And, well, part of the problem is we haven't addressed the linebacker position very much.
Mm-hmm.
We've always just thrown a Band-Aid on it, and then, 6 weeks into the year, have to go find some veteran that isn't in the league.
Right.
Have them come in and rescue us.
We did have a couple of vet signings. So tell me, I know what you feel about Vontez Perfect. We already talked about that one. What do you feel about Brandon Marshall?
I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what he can do.
Good.
I really am. I think he's still got some juice left in him.
I do too. And of course, there's always the grudge match. There's always the chip, you know. So, yeah, I'm excited to see how that goes.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
I'm definitely ready to see what he can still do. I think he might surprise some people.
All right, well, that is wonderful. Anything else for the Heidi game this week?
Well, I just might as well, since we were talking about the draft, what's been mocked to us many times is Quinnen Williams.
Yes.
Okay,
there's a name. Quinnen Williams. That's how I've always heard it until a couple weeks ago. I watched some clip on somewhere that somebody posted.
No.
Colin Cowherd called him Keenan. What?
No, Colin Cowherd doesn't know his butt from his foot.
I don't think he does.
Colin Cowherd.
Keenan. It was funny. Anyways, I just thought I'd drop that in there. But yes, I'd be pretty excited about that one. Would you be okay with that pick?
I would be okay with it just because he's such a high-level player.
Mm-hmm.
We, one of our big areas of weakness is not a defensive tackle.
Right.
But adding him to that package could
everybody
be deadly.
talks about edge. I need edge. I need rushers. I need blah,
do
blah, blah.
need
We need a pass
edge.
rush. Yeah, we do, but we need a pass rush period, and that can come from anywhere.
Yes.
I don't care if it's up the middle. Aaron Donald does just fine.
Yes,
Okay?
he does.
That's all I'm going to say.
Aaron Donald is a freak of nature, and
he's proof
rewriting the defense.
Yeah, he's proof that a defensive tackle can make that impact. So don't come at me with, we need something else, blah, blah, blah. We need talent.
Yeah, it's amazing how Aaron Donald is playing the tackles, and his numbers are rivaling the top edge rushers.
Yep, exactly. I mean, he is right up there with Khalil Mack, with Von Miller. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's crazy how good his numbers are for being in the middle of the line.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
So I love watching him play. I've had a chance now to go back on Game Pass and watch some of his games, and I just love them.
It's just disgusting that he's not wearing silver and black. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
Isn't
Anyways.
it, though?
Anyways, moving on.
But one thing that I did want to talk about for just a minute is, well, we know how I feel about the punter.
Yeah.
I still would like Ray Guy to come out of retirement to take his place.
Ray?
Because I think that Ray Guy, even at his age, could still do a better job than Johnny Townsend.
Isn't Ray Guy passed?
I don't think so. He came into the Hall of Fame, in 2014?
14, yeah.
I think he's still around.
It's really sad that we don't know. But anyways.
That name is really easy to say.
See, he wouldn't fit on today's Raiders. I would totally be down for that. We were talking about Shane Leckler, trying to entice
he's
him
the one
out.
I wanted to talk about.
Yep, let's go with it.
Yes, him retiring, to me, is just like an end of an era.
Yep.
You know, I know that he wasn't with us for the last 5 or 6 years of his career, but that didn't stop him from still holding a ton of Raiders records.
Yep.
I took down some notes on him. He's 7-time Pro Bowler, 6-time first team All-Pro, 3-time second team All-Pro. He was NFL punting yards leader for 4 separate seasons. He was on the NFL 2000s All-Decade team. He holds the NFL record of 47.6 average yards per punt, which is about 20 yards more than Townsend averages.
It's so pathetic.
He left 469 punts inside the 20.
That is ridiculous.
Insane.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. And he still has the longest punt in Raiders history of 80 yards.
80 friggin' yards. They showed that clip on our schedule release video that the Raiders did. That was amazing. I could not believe that. And Gruden's sitting there like, I mean, he was there for that. You know, watching this guy punt 80 freaking yards. Do you know how ridiculous that is, people? That's punting from your own end zone.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember what the NFL record. The NFL record is even more insane. I think it's like 96 yards or something.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up, but it was an insane amount.
But, I mean, that's a leg.
Yes.
He's got legs. He knows how to use them.
Yes. Okay, and then one final thing. I'm sure that you guys either have gone over this or will be going over this, but the NFL schedulers hate us.
Oh, yeah, they totally do.
Yes, and I won't really elaborate on it too much, but I did want to let you know that the Raiders will travel almost 30,000 miles more this year than the New York Jets.
Yep. And that's just awesome. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Thanks for that. If anyone has... Okay, I understand there's all these reasons behind it. Oh, Mark had to give up international game or home games for international because he's relocating, and he blah, 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 this, that, and the other thing, and we're West Coast team, and there's not that many West Coast teams, and so we have to automatically travel.
The Jets are a coastal team.
Bullshit. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
they want us to give up a preseason game.
Yeah, for Canada.
Yeah.
God damn it. What? It just continues. It adds.
So the one
Jenny's
thing
over
that
there spitting beer on herself.
I that sneeze I was holding back finally came out, and it was very wet.
Oh, grody.
Very moist.
All right. Oh.
Yeah, the one thing that I've heard
Heidi's
said
like,
a few
moving
different
on.
times. Yes, moving on.
She's the adult.
Is, do you think that our schedule, at least part of the schedule, was maybe punishment from the league for us not having a place to stay?
No question. No question. But why would it make a difference to them? They would still know, okay, here's where you're going to be home. I mean, it was obvious we weren't going to share a stadium. We weren't going to share Levi's. There was nowhere else that we were going to go that was going to interfere with another NFL team. So why does it freaking matter? That's what I don't understand.
I think that the NFL really did want them to share at Levi's.
Ugh.
So that would have gotten in the way. But
I suppose. Why you gotta be shitting on my arguments, Heidi? Why? Why?
Because that's my job.
That's true. Somebody's got to do it.
Exactly. And I'm the only one that can take the backlash. Poor sweet Jenny over there, when you go after her,
oh my God. Give me a break.
She's just
she
cowering
ripped
in
me
the
a
corner.
New one earlier. Just wait. Just wait.
I can take it.
She just she cowers and shakes in the corner, rocking back and forth to herself. It's really sad.
I did my best. I did my best. Don't hurt me. All right, moving on. Okay, Heidi. Well, that was a great Heidi game. I can't wait until after the draft, and we have so much to talk about. It'll be.
I'm just glad that we are finally able to record before the draft.
I know. Woohoo!
Even though it's been a hiatus, at least we are getting one in.
Yes.
That's what she said.
Oh, and on that note, thank you as always, Heidi. You have been amazing, and we
Thank
love
you guys.
And we will
love you guys too.
Love you.
Of course, you'll be back next time for another Heidi game. And now it's time for Silver and Black Throwback.
CMPN presents the Ladies of Darkness podcast. It's time to go back to the good old days. Hit that silver and black throwback. Cheer. You're listening to a Crow's Nest Podcast Network production. Raider Nation. All Raiders. All the time. Tune in wherever podcasts are found.
On April 8th in 1966, Al Davis, who at the time was the head coach and general manager of the Raiders, was named the second commissioner of the American Football League.
Woo!
That was a long motherfucking time ago.
It was, but it was a momentous day.
It sure was.
Amazing. On April 13th in 1983, this is a big deal. This might be part of why the NFL still hates us. Just a little bit. A federal district court jury awards the LA Raiders almost $35 million in compensatory damages from the NFL for antitrust and bad faith violations.
Haha, that's what you get, you stupid NFL, for trying to do that to us.
Bastards. Also, the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, was also awarded nearly $15 million in damages in the same court decision.
Dang, they were balling out that year.
Mm-hmm. Boom.
Boom. That's a lot more money today.
Yeah, that would be probably closer to like six. Well, I was going to say 6 digits, but it would be like 9 digits because it would be like 100 million something, I'm sure.
Should I look it up?
No, just go on. Go to the next one.
You go on. I'm still looking up on Tuesday. Buy some McBosser pants. On April 15th, 2000, that's tax day. Raiders select Florida State kicker Sebastian Janikowski in the first round of the NFL draft. And punter Shane Leckler in the 5th round.
Shane. We'll miss you. You sounded really not excited about Shane.
I was.
I know, you're
It's
still
because I was
mourning.
still thinking about Janikowski.
You're still mourning the loss of Seabass. That's
Yeah.
okay. But you know what? On this actual date, April 18th, the day we were recording this, in 1998, the Raiders select Charles Woodson with their first pick in the NFL draft.
Aw, how come you got to see the cool one?
What? Anyways.
Just kidding. I got to see Jesse. Hold on. I'm very.
It was my
busy
birthday
here.
present. Okay, shut up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what now? That was this day in history, this week, this month in history. Because it's been a few weeks. Let's move on. It's time for the Lady Killer.
Who's the lady killer?
So, Jennifer,
What's up?
who's our Lady Killer
Okay.
this week?
Hold on. I looked it up. $35 million in 1983 is now worth $90 million.
I was close.
You were.
That's awesome. I was really close. So, can we get back to the Lady Killer now? This one's really important.
Sorry. Okay. Lady Killer. Let's go. Super Agent Drew Rosenhaus. He has worked really well with the Raiders front office this season. He represents new Raiders Antonio Brown, Trent Brown, Isaiah Crowell, and Brandon Marshall.
Ow.
Yeah.
He
Compared-
is a dream.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
He is.
I just wanted to say he's a dream.
He's a dream. Compared to trying to work with other agents, Joe Siegel. Excuse me, I had a little garbage in my throat.
You had a little seagull in your throat.
Ew.
Gross. Anyways, go ahead.
Drew's been a great advocate for his clients while hammering out fair contracts with the team. So that's awesome.
Drew,
we needed that.
we love you, buddy.
We do.
You have yet to make the Lady Killer Hall of Fame, but we're going to see how Antonio Brown shakes out. Because all you need is one. I mean, if that dude ends up, his goal is to compete with Jerry Rice for Raiders excellency, and if he does that, man,
oh man,
oh man, I have a feeling that we're going to see the Brown names here on the Lady Killer a couple of times this season. That's my guess.
I hope so.
I don't make many predictions, but that's going to be a prediction of mine. Okay. It's time to move on to Seriously Bro.
You know, we all have our moments. Some of them earn a place on our wall of shame. Seriously, bro.
So, Seriously Bro.
Seriously, bro. NFL schedulers, please stop hating the Oakland Raiders.
What did we
Please.
ever do to you? Seriously, bro.
Seriously, bro.
What is up?
I don't know. I am looking at this motherfucking Where's Waldo schedule. It's just upsetting.
It's ridiculous how much we have to... There's a discrepancy of 30,000 miles traveled between the lowest and the highest traveling teams. 30,000 miles.
That's a lot of miles.
That is ridiculous. It is crazy and unacceptable. So once we get to Vegas, this shit has to stop. This
For
year's
real.
already in the books. That's fine. All we're going to do is we're going to go out and we're going to kick ass. Seriously, bro.
Yeah. Seriously, bro.
We're going to show up on their doorstep if they don't knock this shit off.
Don't make threats like that. They might sue us. Oh.
It's true. She's not joking.
I'm not joking. So, when the schedule was released, immediately when the schedule was released, people were predicting our record for the season, which I find utterly re-fucking-diculous.
Yeah, seriously, bro. Stop doing that, too.
Seriously, bro. Like, why? I mean, yes, I understand our schedule sucks, and we play a lot of teams that have been better than us in the past, but you don't know what's going to happen in the draft. You don't know what's going to happen in camp. You don't know what's going to happen in preseason. You don't know shit.
Seriously, bro.
April. It is April.
It's not even draft day in April.
Yeah, it is not. We have a week to go.
Yeah.
So,
seriously, bro.
Hold off on your bitching about the schedule. No, not the bitching about the schedule. You can bitch about the schedule all you want. Hold off on your bitching about our record, because we got a long ways to go.
Stop trying to give us a record. We don't have one yet. You know what? We have the same record that everybody else has. 0-0. So,
yes,
fuck
we're
off.
Tied.
We're tied with the Patriots,
everybody.
damn it. How you like that shit, huh?
How you like me now?
How do you like me now, motherfucker? How do you like me now, Chiefs? We got the same motherfucking record. Boom!
Oh my goodness.
12-4 my ass. You know, I think the NFL needs to start using this gerrymandering thing to kind of reposition these divisions. It's enough already. The Patriots should not be in the easiest division every single year.
Oh my God.
They have 6 preseason games during the regular season, practically. Because how long has it been since any one of those other 3 teams in that division has been competitive?
Like never?
Like, it's been a long ass time.
Like, however old I am?
Pretty much. That's pretty much it.
We're gonna complain about this every year.
Seriously, bro.
I mean, they're never gonna change it.
Probably not, because they're a bunch of big fat assholes.
Yeah, that's because the Patriots own the freaking league.
Well, we'll see what happens when that video of Robert Kraft comes out. Oh!
Ew!
Gross.
There's a video.
I
don't want to see that.
They're going to release the video. They said it. There's some sort of an injunction going on, but no. Seriously, bro.
Whoa. Like the whole video?
Like the whole video.
Like from start to finish?
Yes. Start to finish. From the beginning to the very happy ending.
Like from show up to come? Like
come and go. That's what we're
like. Oh my gosh.
It is time to go, Jenny.
Boom. Boom. And boom goes the dynamite.
Kablamo.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on Ladies of Darkness, a Crow's Nest Podcast Network production. If you are interested in donating some money to keep the ladies in the dark, please do so. Our PayPal link will be on all of our social media accounts. We also could really use some money to go to some of the games because, you know, last year, every game we went to, we won. So, send us to 16 games, bitches!
Yeah, we could totally use that. I'm just saying. Jenny might have a point. Also, give us a call. We love your voicemails. We have so much fun with them. If you don't know already, if you haven't committed this to memory, the number is 802-328-1867. You can also send us a message on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you want to do that, wherever you're most comfortable with. We will definitely read messages too. We're going to start doing a few more polls. Hopefully we can try to do a couple polls maybe over the next few weeks. And we will be getting out some prizes. Our prize this week will go out to our winner of this week's poll. And more to come. So
sweet.
Keep an eye
out.
out.
I don't like the word come right now, but okay.
I don't either. More to happen in the future. All right, that's enough of that. Thank you for joining us, and we will catch you next time.
Go Raiders.
Go Raiders.
Go Draft. Go Draft Day.
Boom.